Stiffer penalties could be on the way if you hit a pedestrian or a biker under a proposal considered today at the state capitol. Political reporter Jessica Arp explains exactly what it would do.
Well, the bill would create a class of so-called vulnerable highway users, including those on bikes, on foot, or even in horse-drawn buggies, and say that injuring those groups with your car is worth more than just a fine.
3 years ago, in June of 2010, I became a prime example of why we need this new legislation.
In a Capitol hearing room, Sun Prairie's Dave Beam took lawmakers to the scene of a crash near Plain.
The driver was passing me well to the left, and at the last instant, his car swerved to the right and hit me. I flew up and hit his windshield, landed on the side of the road only a few feet off the pavement.
Beam fractured a leg, broke a rib, and his neck. The driver, he was told at the scene that day, would not be charged.
The EMTs literally had to hold me down when I tried to sit up and argue, and I remember distinctly saying, "You have got to be kidding."
A bill proposed by Senator Luther Olson would increase penalties for things like inattentive driving, passing, or failure to yield if you injure a vulnerable highway user.
Our goal isn't to, throw people in jail for long periods of time or extract large sums of money. It's to reduce the amount of accidents between cars and vulnerable users in the state of Wisconsin.
One motorcycle safety group says the penalties should be increased for hitting any highway user.
What makes the injury or death of one person any more of a tragedy than the injury or death of another person simply because of their means of conveyance?
Beam says something about the consequences needs to change.
If he'd hit a mailbox, he probably would have been charged with damage to property or losing control of his vehicle. Almost killing somebody by losing control of your vehicle must mean something.
There was some concern on the committee that this could take responsibility away from bikers or pedestrians, but the authors of the bill said that would not change the facts of any particular crash, just increase penalties if a driver was found to be guilty of one of these traffic violations. The bill will still need a vote in committee to advance.
Very interesting. Something, of course, we will be following. Jess, thanks.
A former Middleton school librarian is facing 6 counts of felony child pornography possession. School district officials say Todd Anderson left his job at